It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, Hot 107.9. You know who you with, Reec in the middays. Hopefully after this, I got another friend of the show. This guy, I've been watching him on a big and small screen for quite some time now. He is one of the actors that is really making strides in this industry, man, and I love some of the pieces of work that he's done. I just told him I was a big fan for these cameras started. Russell Hornsby is in the city with me. What's going on?
Man, rolling like Old Man River.
Okay, then. We're going to do quotes all day. This is going to be a quotable experience. Make sure you get your pens and pads out. We got the man, the myth, the legend. Talk to me a little bit about what's going on with this show, The Hunt for Bone Collector.
Yeah, Lincoln Rhyme, Hunt for the Bone Collector, based on the novel of The Bone Collector, written by Jeffrey Deaver. And we all know about the movie from '99 with Denzel Washington and Angelina Jolie, who originated the role. You know, I'm basically stepping into the brother D's shoes and seeing how they feel, walk around them a little bit, and, you know, make them, you know, fit my feet a little bit better.
There you go. I like that. You know what else I like? This is a tie-in on different levels. I was just telling you, I was still mad at Denzel the way he was treating you in Fences.
Right.
So I was a little bit upset about that.
What come with that money?
Yeah, I know. Come off it. He's just trying to live his dream.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we all are. I mean, and this is a dream for me, you know. Honestly, first of all, working with Denzel when, you know, Fences on Broadway and also doing the movie was a dream. And it's one of those things where you feel like he tapped you on the shoulder and said, "You the one." And that's kind of come to fruition. You know, you need brothers who got some heart, who got some talent, got the ability to get down. And he said, you know, you've been showing improving. So, you know, go get it.
And you've been going to get it, man. Hate You Give, Creed 2. I mean, the list runs long.
Yeah.
Your IMDb kind of looks like a receipt when I leave Walmart. You go in for one thing, and I got $6,000 worth of stuff, and that's how your IMDb looks.
Yeah,
I mean, man, how does that make you feel as one time you were a guy who wanted to do this?
You know, that's that 20, 25-year overnight success. You know, hard work does pay off, and, you know, and you got to have talent, you know, and I'm mentoring a lot of young people now, college students, people who are just out starting, you know, their careers, and I'm telling them you have to invest today, and it's every day. You know, you can't look at, you know, one job or two jobs as a whole career. Those are just jobs, but you got to be able to stack them and build towards a career, and you have to just go after and chase what you love to do and get better at it. But at the same time, I think the key is, you know, putting life first and getting better as a human being. That's the most important thing, because that's what, in my opinion, informs the work.
Man,
it's who you are as an individual.
Say it again for the folks in the back. I'm telling you, man, he's dropping knowledge, dropping gems right now. We with Russell Hornsby, if you just tuning in. We're talking about kind of his run in Hollywood and how strong it's becoming. This is like you keep hitting these second legs, and now you got this TV series.
Yes.
What's the biggest difference for you between working in TV and then working in movies?
Well, you know, the aspect about television is the pace of TV. TV is fast, right? So you're basically shooting a whole film in 7 or 8 days. And whereas with a film, with a movie, you're doing 2 hours. You have anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 months, you know, to shoot that film.
Together,
so you have a lot more time.
Gotcha.
And they take their time. That's why you see different, you know, looks on the camera, just beautiful landscapes. And, you know, and the visuals are so specific and particular. And with television, it's like, let's get on here, let's shoot, let's go. So when you show up,
you better be ready.
Prepared. You got to know those lines. They ain't playing no games. You might get 1 or 3 takes at it max, and then they moving on.
I like it.
And so it really gets you. It's a great training ground, you know. So I came from the theater. I go to television, and then when I was going to the movies,
they was like, "This is a breeze."
What we doing?
Right? They're like,
on this scene.
"Wait a minute."
You know, we ain't even started. It's lunch. We ain't started shooting yet.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
I get you.
And but it's really, it sets a nice discipline for you, you know, as an actor. So, but I enjoy all of them though, because you know, you get a check.
Get a check.
Happy with that.
Hey, I know she is. Russell Hornsby's in here schooling us a little bit about the differences of television and film. Now, this show, tell me the ups and downs of it without giving away too much. I'm excited to watch it myself because we're familiar with the movie.
Well, you know, Lincoln Rhyme is what I like. And here's an encyclopedic mind and an encyclopedic memory of the city of New York. He's a forensic criminalist who was rendered paralyzed from the neck down, and he's now going back after the man who paralyzed him, the Bone Collector.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about a black man, who can only has mobility from his neck down and his 3 fingers on his right hand. And so this brother it's all about what's in his head.
Yes.
And so what we're really showing with the film and with the show and with the character is that when you lose one sense, you gain the capacity of your other senses. And now this brother, you know, the sense of how his mind works and how he thinks, and just having the capacity to galvanize people on his team and give them opportunity to really work with him and have a willingness to work with him to try to solve these crimes and find these bad guys.
Hey, that's a very good take on that. Now, did this change you at all with trying to prepare for this character? Because I know some people, they get all the way into it. So you wasn't just at the house laying in the bed, was you?
No. No, well, when I look at these characters, being now in my mid-40s, I look at it as it's a life preparation, right? And so with a character like this, I couldn't have played it 5 or 7 or 10 years ago because I didn't have the patience. I didn't have the temperament. I have I got 2 kids. I got a lot more patience. My temperament is down. You don't fly off at the handle.
You're doing a lot of negotiation every day.
Yeah.
I got a 3-year-old. I get it.
And so, I got to work from a place of stillness. And, it's that whole thing when we talk about stillness is power.
Yes.
Right? Less is more. When we talk about when you go out and you see the rah-rah folks and you look to the corner, look to the right, you say, ooh.
Well, who was that?
Who's that brother, sister in the corner?
Right.
Quiet, still.
Right.
You go, who's just watching everything?
What that's about.
That's, that always becomes the person you want to know.
Absolutely.
Right? And so I think that's where the character is so profound, is that he has gained power from a sense of stillness, not having to move at all, using his voice, using his vocal capacity to command attention. And also, obviously, it's what's in his dome that he has that really commands the attention.
Right.
Because, again, when he speaks, he has something worthy of people listening and hearing.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that because I like to say that a lot. You have a voice, but what are you really saying? And I think a character like that will not only entertain us, but it'll also give us something to eat off of. Like, you got young brothers out here dying and making bad decisions physically because they're not, like you said, being still and thinking.
Right. Well, that's the key. And what I try to encourage, young artists, young actors, honestly, is to take their time. Don't be in a rush. Don't chase anything. Let it unfold. There's a saying, that we talk about in theater. They say, don't take the breath, allow it. So it gives you a sense of ease and a sense of purpose. And so you're there, you're ready. And so I think when we try to rush things come too fast and we're not prepared and we're not ready.
Right.
And, we think that we've gotten there and we've earned it and the money comes fast, you spend it quickly, all those things. Everything's supposed to be about a building block, right? So
you can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
savor it. It's like having that good food. You eat it bit by bit.
Right.
You close your eyes or you chew a little bit. I done made myself hungry. I got Russell Hornsby in the building. We're talking about this epic TV series. And he's going to be playing Lincoln, man. And this is just something that we all are looking forward to. You have anything coming up on a big screen?
No, I mean, honestly, I took 6 months off to prepare for this role.
Yeah.
When the role was coming up, I said it was about preparation for the role, but also about taking time with my family.
Right. I see you went to Disney. Was this during this time?
Sorry?
You hit Disney World. Was this during this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go with the kids, everything
right.
like that.
I love it.
And that's what, and now that I'm a little bit older, it's about quality, not quantity.
Say it one more time.
Quality, not quantity.
Okay.
When I was coming up in my 20s and 30s, my nickname was Hustle because it wasn't a job I didn't say no to because I had to get that money. I had to have those opportunities. I had to take that time. But now that I've done that, right, I have all that experience right in the rear view. Now I can be a lot more selective.
I understand.
And so for me, it is about laying that groundwork with my family, with my kids, with my wife, and everybody, taking that time because that's what enriches me now for the role, for the work, for the character.
So important. It's so important just
that's
in
the
life.
Soul
right.
Food,
I
right?
get
that's
it.
The food for thought. You know what I mean? And so to answer your question directly, I don't have anything coming up. I'm looking for a second season of this, and now I'm just being selective about the next project I take.
I love that, man. I hope you guys are listening, especially I'm up-and-coming actors, artists, musicians, whatever. This holds true on so many levels, even with a regular job, man. Man, I appreciate your time, bro.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Reec.
No doubt, man. And tell everybody where to follow you at on Instagram. Dudes, Instagram is funny, it's entertaining, it'll make you want to go home and get a wife if you don't have one and hang out. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to check out the swashbuckling hero, the man, the myth, and the legend, the one that put the hump in the camel's back, the lamp cracker, the ass smacker, the baby maker, the cradle shaker.
There we go.
Come check me out at Russell Hornsby on Instagram. Holla one time.
I love it, man. And look, if the 49ers would have won a Super Bowl, he'd end up with another broken Achilles.
There you go.
All right, man. A little bit of NFL, him on our way out. This Hot 107 Now we go.